Hi YouTube friends. Right, just getting myself settled. Oh, sorry, give you a wobble. Okay, I've popped on today. Just trying to get my tray level so we can actually see things. And we're going to have a look at some of my current glue books that I've been working on. I've got two different style glue books that I thought I'd show and share. Okay, so starting off with this one. I've had this one for quite a while. As you know, if you've been watching my previous videos, I've just come back to all the gluing and the goodness that is harvesting videos. I have just put this lettering on the front of it that I chopped out of, I think, a Calm or a Breathe magazine. So take time to do what makes your soul happy, and I think that's very appropriate. Okay, so my first style book is, you may have seen if you see other glue books, is using models and putting things together. Well, we'll work it out. Okay, so as you can see, I cut out the models and then I cut out fussy cut other objects like cactuses, put this on a cactus background, find a quote, and generally normal what everyone's doing type thing. And I started this a long time ago, and I've worked back and front because I didn't know how many pages I was going to take out of this book, because this is just a big book that I got at the charity shop. I see it's quite thick, and I've left quite a lot of pages with not done because I don't know how much I want to take out the middle, so it doesn't get too bulky because we're adding paper while we're here. I'm not going to teach you anything, by the way, but hopefully I might inspire you, maybe with the other glue book that I'm going to show you. So here's two of them. Hope they're in shot. So we've got Make a Wish, sort of quite good, like little not voodoo, sort of like, can't think of the words, but frog with a crown, Make a Wish type thing. I mean, your collages don't really have to make sense. I like them to have slight thing to it. So Make a Wish seemed apparent. Brain fog, blur. Brain fog, me, tiredness. Okay, so like this, what caught your eye first? Cactuses, and they got spiky bits. What caught your eye? And obviously half nudie woman. This one I just did be relaxed and be comfortable. So she's comfy in her cardi, and it seems like it's a nice dusky evening with a big teddy bear. And be relaxed, just some relaxy type things I put in there. These frames were already in the book, so I made use of those and this background. Happy, just seems very happy there with her flowers and her birds, and I do outline some of mine in black ink just so it stands out. But there's lots of glue book people that don't do that. I don't do it on all of them, so just this one I do. This is kind of like my playbook, so well, both of them are playbooks, just so that there's no stress, they're not organised, they're not uniform or anything like that. So got to enjoy the little things. For one day you'll look back and realise they were the big things. So she's just got a collection of things. Dinner date. I've just played with all this food and this lady who I turned into a peacock. No idea why. The gift for a fussy bird. Got all these birds in the background. And she's given him a gift of a watch. I like this one because it's Eat the Rainbow. So I found lots of foods to do the rainbow. across, which was enjoyable, and I just popped her on there. Don't do run of the mill, so that she looked sort of with all her gears and stuff like a mill, you know, like a grinder mill. I don't know. My husband has one in the garage, a mill. Yeah, and then a garden of fairy tales, just a little fairy. Find that if you rip rather than cut, it does glue in better, and you can get textures and effects with this. I got Go Fun Yourself, and I just like did sort of a patchwork lady. So she's all got sewn hair and sewn skirt. She's got a wine, of course, a needle and thread just in case. She's a little bit like out of Nightmare Before Christmas, isn't she? Just in yellows, she's brighter. And then Ladylike. I got Stay in the Moment and Summer Lovin'. Self-explanatory. This is one I've started. I don't tend to finish it all in one go. I go back and, like, because you cut stuff from the magazines and then you might spy something that you think, oh, that's going to work. And then you can go back to it. So, I mean, I got these two big fish. I mean, put down this background ages ago. Big fish were from Shooting and Fishing magazine, which I didn't buy. Well, I did buy, but I got like a big bundle for Vinted of mixed magazines, and that was in there. So I cut out the big fish, and then I've just cut this lady having a bit of yoga, I think, and she's having it on the fish. So you got this. I like how she come out. And then these ones are ready to go. So I've just got this lady here, stuck her on the beach. Had her for ages as well. Just got to stick things down. And saw this little dog. He's poking round. And then I've started doing her, putting these fabrics in behind her. This one's just got a background in at the moment. This one's just a bit started. Just a background, and found these sweeties that I thought were quite good there. And then these are just work in progress at the moment. And I will come back and I'll have my big tub of fussy cuts, and I will look through and think what goes. So, yep, just a few sort of in there at the moment, randomly. Then, no, holy mackerel. This amused me. Holding her toasties with fish. And the big legs. But yeah, you get the point. And I saw this burger advert with the cheese, the squeezy cheese. I mean, really, ugh, that's manky. But and then I had all these little skiers, so they're skiing over the squeezy cheese. Ugh. And space one, and then at the back, to level it out, just quick click through. Oh, brain's switched off now, can you tell? I have more to say about the other one. And then I think I've done some at the back that are a bit more. So Need My Space, Space Girls. Never Stop Exploring, done like Little Mermaid. Have had another idea for a glue book to do all in fairy tale themes of things I find. But yeah, so you get the gist. So this is generally quite a lot what other people do. Then my new one that I've been working in lately it's ongoing. There's not a lot finished. So this is No Rules, No Limits. That came on the book. I just put some washi tape. And I look at that because I am a perfectionist, and I do want to do things well, half of my brain wants to do things a certain way, and my other brain is side of my brain is just stick it down. Just stick it, we don't care. Anyway, one half of my brain is really winning out on this one. So this is kind of like, if you remember the En Masse books, which if you don't, they were started a long time ago. I can't remember who by, but Shannon Green made them really famous, but it was another lady who started it. Someone, Katie Fish, I want to say, but something Fish. If you roll back right to my first video ever, you will see it's an En Masse journal one, and they'll have the proper name there. So basically it's that was a collection one. Some people do it in alphabetical order. So you can have A, and you might think apple, aardvark, and you collect pictures of those things, bee, butterflies, balls, whatever. You do film themed ones, you could do book themed ones, you could do any theme you like. Some people leave the alphabet off, but they just write a list, and you have little tabs. Anyway, I didn't want to do that as such. I wanted to go through my magazines and harvest and let my brain naturally pick what I wanted to cut out. So I'm very drawn to certain images, like we all are, and you gather a collection of these images. And it's good because it's like kind of never ending, because you start off thinking, oh, I'm going to collect biscuits, and you look for biscuits, and then something else will pop up and you think, oh, actually I want to collect that, and then collect that. So, and then you can do a whole page spread. So just put in, which I will decorate around, just this cut out from A Daphne's Diary. So doing what you like, it is freedom, liking what you do is happiness. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to get in shot. So this is a couple of different styles, but generally you'll see where the En Masse bit came into it. Okay, so I've been watching Nicole on Relax Cut Glue, and she does this style where you have different squares and you put them across, and then you find little things to add to the squares, and then you can put little words if you want. So I gave this a try because I was trying to find out what my style was, and it was okay, but I'm not drawn to it a lot. I can do it, but I'm not drawn to it a lot. But yeah, so you can see I've done, find your hideout with this little guy, and express your personality, and meh. He loves a bit of meh. Anyway, so then I started collecting. Well, I had this Everybody is Beach Ready, and I thought, right, we're going to collect some body positive people and stick them in. So far I've got these. I did the background as another thing that Relax Cut Glue was doing, is like a patchwork scrapbook. So you get scrapbook paper and you cut them into squares or rectangles or whatever, and you make a patchwork in the background, and then you can add things on top of it. So that's my first design. Then, as you can see here, I'm started collecting sweets, and this kind of just naturally happened because I found this paper here, and then that, and then that, and then I've started finding other bits, and I will add to it as I go along. And it's nice because you kind of have a purpose when you go through your when you're harvesting, and you have all things. This I already had because all the stuff to make this page, so this one is done, because I was going to do a kind of, you get like a children's book and you turn it into a junk journal. And then I got can't remember what it was. It's a Disney one. I want to say, I think it's Hiawatha. And I, for the longest time, I had the plan that I was going to turn it into a junk journal, and you know, have all like Native American things in it. Hope that's the right terminology. Don't know these days. Not out and about. So yeah, so I already had the stuff. I decided I've sold the books on Vinted actually, because I'd had them for years and years and years with this meaning to do it, and I just thought, no, I'm going to declutter this. This is what happens. I have like a billion thoughts and ideas, and I have them all the time. My brain is just like a dodgems of stuff that just flies in, and I get the stuff together and then I never do it. The joys. But I had the stuff, so I thought, right, we're doing it. Right, then these 2 pages I've just done the backgrounds of, because I had like a comic book and I thought I'd just cut out, they're not all from the same story, cut them out like that. And in, I think, what is this? The Simple Things, they had this in the front of their magazine, and this is just glorious to me because it's a collection of stuff. So as you're going to tell, my brain really likes a collection of stuff. Now the plan is I've stuck this on the background, and when I find a really good fussy cut, like a woman or something that might relate to it, they will go slap bang in the middle or side or whatever, and I will put something with it. But at the moment it's just a background, and it was fun just sticking this down. And so we got that one. Then I did a whole collection of people, and I'm yet to do the stuff on top of this. This is still going to be a work in progress, but I just wanted to get some people down. So interesting people from around the world, slap them down in a collage. Still deciding what I want to do with that. Oh, I love cutting out circles of food. It really, really appeals to me. One, because it's not hard fussy cutting, because you're just cutting a circle. And two, there are so many food circles out there. So this is my first page. There will be more. I spread them out through the book. I don't put it all together in a clump because I want it to be different on different ones, not clumps of the same type thing. I want it spread out. So had this rumbly tummy. I thought that looks good. We'll whop that on there and call that a day. Right. This, I found this really good knitted type picture, so I stuck that on. Then I found there was this border of wool, so I put that on. And then I found these few people. Got this lady who's knitting, and she was kind of cut off there with her knitting needle, so I just gave her a big piece of knitting, which was like somebody's jumper in a magazine. And then got little knitted creatures and homespun charm, and she were balls of wool. And so you go through and you just create a theme. And then these, they go very well with that one, but this is just a collection of pictures. I have like a box of picture squares, just things that appeal to me, and then every now and again I just do a load of squares with the meanings that they are a background, and I will put a fussy cut on top. So if you are like me and you just really like collecting things rather than the style that I did first of all in this one with the women, and then putting things around and making them surreal, I guess, or funny or whatever. If collecting is your jam, this is so satisfying. And it doesn't really have to mean much. It just has to be enjoyable for you. So this is where we're going here. So this is my blue and yellow page. So this is very much like the NMS, where they usually have like colours that you collect, but I've done 2 together. So blue and yellow. Blue is my favourite colour. Yellow I really like, but I can't wear any yellow because I look jaundiced in it. But I do like it because it's like a fresh, happy colour. Then another collection of people, but these are cartoony type people. And I will find something special to go over them. This one was in the back of, I think another, Daphne's Diary, just a collection of small pets. Glorious. Just pets. Then another food circles. I've put flavour blanket. This is just so pleasing, doing food circles. And then we've got, I kept finding all these rings of people who've done like, what's it called? It's not crochet, so like sewing of some sort. So I've been cutting them out. I've got little sewed people, sewed hedgehog. Couldn't think of the word then. So yeah, that's that coming together. You see, as just as I find them, then I stick them in. Then I decided to do a dog page because who wouldn't? Just all these lovely dogs, just so cute. And what we got next? Then I've got a red, white and blue page here. Now this is my fabulous fungi's page, so all the mushrooms and toadstools are in this one. And then I just added like a goblin, a fairy and another fairy, just because I thought that's where they should live, with all the toadstools and mushrooms. Still lots to do. I'd like to find some little ones to fill up this space, because the idea is I do like all the background space covered. Mushrooms make sense. Then we have, okay, time for cake. Filling up the cake page. Found this woman first with her, she's holding her cake and she's got her sparkly nails, which I'll show you the nail page in a sec. And then I've just been adding cakes to her. And then I found this is just glorious in the book. And now I'm adding fingernails, nail polish, just nail blob colouring things to it, and we're going to fill it up like that. And then I've got these tiles. I think it was in a country living, somebody was making tiles and they had them all individual squares. Yeah, that's my cup of tea. So cut out squares, stuck them all in. Lovely tile page. Then not very far on this one, greys and corals. So got a few more to find on there. And we have the other nail page. It went over 2 pages, this advert. So cut this out, and there's all my fingers, my severed fingers. Looks like some sort of serial killer going on here. And this is my other dog page, but I have started adding ones to this dog. So got this dog with the bow tie. He's already got a hat on, and I did cut out this hat and scarf from a lady and stuck it on there. So I do want to find like a hat or a bow tie or something to go with each of these dogs as well. But other than that, it's just playing. So the idea is, if you're very stuck with not knowing what to do, if you get a few images and just get them down on the paper, or even like with this, if you just cut out a load of images you like and just get them down on the paper, ideas will come to you. Something will spark in your head and you'll go, oh yes, no, that makes sense. I can do this, or I can add this. I mean, of course, you can add things to take these lines out, like if you wanted to add washi tape, if you want to cut out a little butterfly and stick it on the corners, or ladybirds, or whatever you want, flowers. Get a garden magazine, cut out tons of flowers, stick them round. Just, the thoughts are endless, but they can be your thoughts, not other people's thoughts. Okay, so we've got honey and rose colour here. So you're doing that. This was a real good spark of joy because I saw this lovely lady with a nice jumper that says, "What the flock?" And then I just instantly knew I had to stick her down and put sheep round her. So I'm going to be collecting sheep, and she's going to have sheep all the way round her. This is another pure joy moment for me, is books. At the back of Good Housekeeping magazine, they always they have a load of books that they've reviewed, and they have like the front covers, and they're just easy cutting because it's a square, and you can just cut them or just lay them all down. Now, if you'd like to see how I do this, I mean, it's simple. It's not teaching a granny to suck eggs, but I have a lot of book images cut up. I can show you a glue one. I can ramble and glue. I found this lovely girl sitting on the books and just shoved her down. So there you go, background, fussy cut, and I might find some sort of word to put down, or I might just leave it because it is just glorious, like all the colours, and it's nice when things bring you joy, isn't it? Okay, another round food page. Oh, I haven't stuck that one down. Random thingy. Looks nice though, doesn't it? Whatever it is. Anyway, so yep, food page and another squares page. What else we got? Another book page. Oh, saw this and had a great idea for it. This was in a Daphne's diary, and thought, right, whack that one down. I saw this lady on YouTube, and she collects those old printer drawers, and they have all the shelves, and I really wanted one for the longest time, but they're so expensive because everyone's cottoned on to it, and they put them on their wall, and you buy trinkets. Now, this was when I could still get out and about and probably go around charity shops and buy trinkets for the shelf. Anyway, I'm housebound, so I'm not going anywhere, but I thought, right, when I saw this, it's got little sections. Oh, I'm going to make my own little trinket shelf. So I can find little diddy pictures that I want to put on the shelves and make my own one. So, yep, that's that one. Books. Surprise, surprise. Then, did the biscuits. That was yesterday. I did the biscuit page. I thought I had enough to start and get them down. Cracking with a cuppa. Just got this little teapot pouring into the cup. Then I leave sort of gaps because when I do the same sort of thing, I said I don't want them too close together. So yeah, I just got another squares page there. Show you quickly. Ta-da! What else we got? Another squares page there. So I think yes. Now I've got in my folder, I've got a lot of ideas coming up with other things that I want to add into this book. But yeah, this is just kind of my collection play book, not too serious, but as I said, goes to one part of my brain that really, really likes collecting. And it's just joyful for me. So if you have a weird brain like me, this will be so fun. Right, that's my timer going off. Okay, so if you've liked this, please like, subscribe, do all the things, write comments below if they're nice, obviously. And everybody have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.